Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Flat Earth Sage. Today I want to talk about um, an interesting news article I happened to read, and it was a news article about the ISS, and I thought it was interesting because this is some of the things that some of the questions that me and other flat earthers have had, and that's, what do you do if there's a leak in the ISS? Um, and us flat earthers know that if there's a leak in the wall of the ISS, you're screwed. And um, you're screwed because you have a contained pressurized system next to a vacuum. Now, if if you add a hole inside that contained pressurized system, it's no longer contained pressurized system now, is it? Now what's going to happen is all that oxygen and all that stuff would be pushed out that hole, would automatically be sucked out of that hole. Everything from inside. Um, and so the story goes on to say that one of the astronauts put their finger on the hole of the of the wall of the ISS. Um, I was a little confused at first on like exactly what was messed up with the ISS, but when I saw that it said the wall of the ISS had a hole, and it talked about how the astronaut put his finger over the hole, and how he touched space with his finger, with his bare fingertip. Oh man, the stupidity fucking amazes me. Now, I went and asked my friend who loves space and whatnot, and loves everything to do with that, about space and all that stuff. And I asked him, I was like, hey man, have you ever heard or ever seen an astronaut um, out in space out in space with his bare hands in space, like with his bare unexposed hands in space? And he paused for a second. And he was like, no, no, I've never heard of that. Which is exactly my point. I've seen lots of spacewalks, lots of live feeds, um, footage, supposed footage, um, and never have I seen an astronaut that suit comes from the wrist, all covers everything basically from below the wrist, or basically covers everything but the wrist. Ah, wrist. Sorry. But yeah. Every time I see an astronaut, I don't know about you guys, but every time I see an astronaut, they're covered from head to foot in this ridiculous fucking oversized diaper. um, so I just thought I'd share that with everybody. I hadn't really heard of anybody talking about that yet, and any flat earthers talking about that, so I thought I'd share that. Um, to flat earthers, um, this is they basically gave flat earthers extra ammunition by sending out that news article. They should have never, ever, ever sent out that news article. Because now we can, if we weren't able to call them on their bullshit before, we're definitely able to call them on their bullshit now. Come on, guys. Touching space with your bare, unexposed finger. Does that sound right to any of you guys? Huh? NASA fanboys, does that sound right to you guys? Doesn't sound right to me. And I've been indoctrinated with space and had a love for space for pretty much most of my life. And it doesn't make sense to me. And you know what their solution was to fix the hole? Put a piece of normal tape over the hole. And that's supposed to be their temporary fix. But they did say they were going to make a permanent fix later, but it's bullshit. Wait, let me get this straight. So let's sum this up. There was a hole in the ISS. The astronauts saw the hole. Nothing happened in the ship. The astronaut put his finger over the bare hole and supposedly felt space with his unexposed finger. And then they proceeded to fix this debacle by taping the hole up. Yeah, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, guys, but something tells me it's not right. That sounds a little bit sketchy to me, guys. Think about it. If a hole in the ISS happens, you're done. You are done. That would not be able to survive the vacuum of space. First off, the ISS alone won't be able to survive the vacuum of space. All us flat earthers know that. But you guys should definitely be smart enough to know that, excuse me, if there's a hole in the ISS, that thing should not be around still. I'm sorry. It shouldn't be. And also, if there's any other flat earthers that watch this video, I encourage them to do a video as well about this, because I believe this is definite ammunition that NASA just gave us, probably without even realizing, or maybe they did know, and maybe they're tired of lying. Maybe they felt like, fuck it, let's just start bullshitting and see how, I don't know, and just give flat earthers all the ammo they need, because we're gonna lose anyway. Either way, whether they did it on purpose or it was unintentional, the bottom line is that shit didn't happen. The ISS isn't real. If there was a hole of any kind out in the vastness, in the vast deep vacuum of space, they would be panicking. From the way I read the news article, they weren't really that concerned. If all they did was put tape on it, they obviously weren't too concerned. I'm sorry, but if I was on there and I found out that there was a breach in the wall of the ISS, I would be flipping shit, running all over frantically trying to fix the shit, because I don't want to die. I don't want me and my crewmates to die. But no, they're like, nah, just go ahead and tape it. It's good, guys. You're good. But, anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. My phone's about to die, so I better get on out of here. Love, peace to all you guys. Flat Earth Sage out.